And now we'd like to bring up the Queens District Attorney's Office. They do have work with youth programs and mentoring programs also. So I'd like to invite up Pierre Loiseau from the Queens DA. Pierre?
Hey, Richard. How you doing? Thank you for having me.
Good. No problem. Good to see you again.
Yes, of course. Always. So hi, my name is Pierre Loiseau. I am from the Queens District Attorney's Office. Can everybody see the presentation?
We see you.
Oh, you see me. Okay. Maybe I did incorrect. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, you have to hit the present and then share your screen.
I believe it's this one. Can everybody see it?
Here we come. There you go.
Okay, perfect.
We have it. Okay, great. And if you could make a full screen out of it, that would be great too. Yeah.
Okay, are we good? Okay, right. So my name is Pierre Loiseau. I am from the Queens District Attorney's Office. As Richard said, I am from the Youth Empowerment. I'm the Youth Empowerment Director from the Community Partnership Division. So we are the branch, essentially the boots on the ground for the District Attorney's Office. My sole role and purpose in this office is to seek out resources and opportunities for Queens youth. And we do this in a variety of ways. And the most important reason why we do it is we want to start, building trust with our young folks and allowing them to understand that law enforcement is an essential part of their community and that we need to work collaboratively, more importantly now than ever, in order to create better opportunities for our communities at large. So we do this in a variety of ways. We have different programs that run throughout the school year, especially, I know we will speak a little bit about the summer, but throughout, I just want to give everybody an overview of some of the things that we do as part of the Youth Empowerment Unit. So we have our Legal Explorers program, our Student Advisory Council, where young people come in once a month throughout the school year and discuss and debate critical topics that are important to them. Student voice, their voice is essential to our conversations and understanding what type of services and resources young people will need to thrive this summer. This summer, we're also working on our summer internship program, which is a 6-week program where young people have the opportunity to learn about the different roles, career roles in law enforcement. But more importantly, this year we are piloting an opportunity for young people to actually engage their community in a positive direction. So we actually are planning to do some work in Astoria for a couple of beautification projects with the parks and Socrates, which we are really looking forward to, just to bring out the best of our young people and connect them to the different communities in Queens, because our kids, they hail from throughout the entire borough. So we want to start creating these opportunities where we're breaking down these community barriers and actually having our young people engage their community in a positive direction. We've also had our Hope and Leadership Academy program. As Jessica spoke, Saturday Night Lights is extremely essential and important. We are a part of the partnership between the DYCD, NYPD, the district attorney's offices and the mayor's office to create these and open up these spaces for young people to have access to these positive environment where they can thrive and grow. And also, I know DA Cass usually say that she's allowed, I think 3.7 million in forfeitures funds, 2.7, I'm sorry, to different community-based organizations where they are working in the community already to create different opportunities for young people, such as job training, career readiness, resume building, and etc. So realistically, right, how do all these programs affect young people? Well, the programs that we support, they essentially are meant to provide mental health support, teach young people different types of skills and job skills, because, an idle child can do a lot of mischief, right? And if young people are supported with the type of tools that prepare them for the future, they are less insecure and less prone to make the poor decisions and fall into the pitfalls of their poor decision. Our goal is to create opportunities for our young people in Queens to build and develop on their leadership skills, learn conflict resolution, right, and those type of communication skills that they can carry on, not just in their young ages, but those are the type of skills that will support them as they grow to become the best citizens that Queens has to offer. So these are some of the things that we engage in throughout the school years. As I mentioned before, our Legals Explorers program is very unique. It's an opportunity for young people, whether or not they are interested in the field of law enforcement or not, or maybe curious. It's an opportunity for them to engage the field and speak to professionals and ask those questions about that career. Because, high school and middle school, those are very formative years for young people. And a lot of them are essentially seeking out their direction and their vision. So our goal is to create and enforce this environment where they can learn and grow and build networks from the professionals and the people that can help push them, support them, and motivate them to be better. So this year, we actually had an opportunity to work with FDNY to do some CPR training for our young people, because learning certain skills are essential to their growth, and they are essentially their first line of defense. And now we are approaching the summertime. You have young people who will be going to water parks, beaches, pools. Unfortunately, not Astoria, but they are connected to other pools that they'll be able to be a part of. And who knows, right? We are creating prepared young folks who can take care of not just themselves, but protect their peers and their neighbors as well. Student Advisory Council, this is our opportunity to really learn what are some of the critical issues when it comes to law that young people are facing, and what are some of their opinions on policies that are. So we talk about marijuana legalization, we talk about police force, the use of police force and immigration policies and bail reform and etc., and just really get a perspective as to what is their vision for their better tomorrow. And it's very valuable, it's very essential, getting their voices in. Last year, we worked on a couple of PSAs where they were able to showcase and raise awareness around an issue of their choice, because this is essentially all for them. And through this program, they also have opportunity to meet the professionals. A lot of the work that we do, it's supported by the schools. A lot of our students, we get them through our connections and outreach to principals throughout the entire borough, and they essentially provide us with those kids that they feel like need these type of supports or are interested in what we would like to offer. Throughout this entire school year, since October, we've been in schools. Our goal is to bring out our ADAs and our detectives to meet our kids where they are and have critical conversations. So we actually do a lot of topic-based presentations around gun violence prevention, peer pressure, acting in concert, internet safety and cyberbullying, all these critical issues that young people deal with on a day-to-day, as well as career day opportunities, and inviting our kids into our courthouses to actually learn about the prosecution process and learn about the legal process. This year alone, we've been honored to be able to be involved with 48 different schools. We've facilitated, I know it says 108, but I think I looked at the numbers literally like 2 seconds ago, and we're in the 120s when it comes to our engagement, which is tremendous, because these are young people who are having the opportunity to have these real conversation in an intimate setting with their peers and with professionals who can ask questions to, who can also dispel certain myths. our summer internship program, like I mentioned before, it's a 6-week internship program for young people between the ages of 16 to 19 years of age, and where they learn career readiness, job searching skills, interview skills, the type of skills that will help them become better people for tomorrow. This year, we're working on 2 service projects, whether it's working with food pantries and help supporting people in need, or the project that I mentioned before, the beautification in Astoria, to essentially connect young people to different spaces that they've never engaged in, but more importantly, connect them to the community in ways that they possibly have never connected before. As Jessica mentioned, we also are supporters of Saturday Night Lights, which is a very important. There are different sites right in Astoria, Hannock and IS-204 are SNL sites from 5 to 9 every Saturday, all year round, right? And I think a part of this, because I do frequent these sites once in a while, a part of the what I'm noticing is the lack of knowledge and awareness from young people that these spaces exist. So a part of our mission is continuing to push out the knowledge into different spaces where our community leaders can connect our kids to these safe environments where they can learn and grow. There are a lot of times where I create opportunities for our ADAs to go to SNL and actually play with kids, play sports and engage in different type of sports activities with other young people. That way we start to carve out opportunities for positive engagement, mentorship, and networking, right? That is in a very essential part of growing up, just building and watering those type of networks, because you never know where it may lead you or what type of opportunities it may present in the future. Last but not least, we also engage in our young people in a variety of ways, whether it is through youth summits, whether it's through giveaways. We've done drone giveaways for a STEM school this past year, which was incredible. I had an opportunity to visit these kids again, and they remembered the moment, right? So our goal essentially through our office, through the Youth Empowerment Unit, is to create these moments for young people where they feel empowered and they feel connected to their community, and they realize that they have a voice and they have a space that they are welcome and they can go. I am more than happy to share any resource. Please feel free to reach out to me with questions, and however I can connect you to a resource or provide you with some type of support. This is what we aim to do. Our goal is to provide opportunities for our young folks in Queens, and this is what we are. This is what we do at the Queens District Attorney's Office. That is essentially all that I wanted to present. I'm more than happy to take some questions.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We did have one question here from Mayaka. It says, what is happening with immigrants in Astoria? I'm assuming he must be talking about asylum seekers. Do you have any information on that?
No, I do not have any information on that, but please feel free to reach out and I'll connect you to the appropriate person who can provide you with the answer.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And I think that the main thing for me, and I think for everybody, is the interaction of young people with our legal system in a positive way is so important.
Correct.
We need to counteract what has always historically been just negative interaction, whether it's through things like your programs, whether it's the Police Athletic League.
Yes.
I know that even years ago, I don't know if they still do this program, but I was part of the Citizens Police Academy when I went through a program to understand some of the duties that the police used to go through. And something similar to that would be, if they did something like that within which they do, I guess, within the district attorney's office, so people understand, the different facets of the law,
Correct. And the NYPD Community Affairs and NYPD YCOs, they are some of our biggest allies in this work. We are oftentimes calling in, leveraging their support to engage young people because, like you said, it's very important to dispel a lot of this misinformation that comes across with young people because the field of law enforcement for a long time has been stigmatized. And now we need to create and start building these bridges, especially with our young folks, and letting them know that we are here for them, and that they have the voice in our community. And there's people here that care for their upbringing and betterment.
Without a doubt, ignorance of a system brings just a lot of negative consequences.
Correct.
So we should never be afraid of making sure that people have the knowledge they need. So I'm glad that you're working in that direction. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
If anybody wants any information, they can go back and watch the replay of this. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat. Pierre, if you could put your information in the chat, that would be great. So people can refer to it. Just put it in the private chat and we'll get it in the general stream. So again, thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you soon.
Likewise. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.